Hey guys, this is David Serrano, youth leader for Northwest Washington Youth Section. I hope that wherever you're at, you're being blessed and you're doing well. As some of you know, we were supposed to have youth rally this month, but unfortunately, due to COVID and restrictions, we're just not going to be able to deliver the youth rally that you deserve. Nonetheless, we wanted to bless your life spiritually, emotionally. We want to support you, be there for you. So I hope that these next few videos do exactly that. And if you have any questions or prayer requests, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much and God bless. Hi guys, this is David. This is our first video of our video series. And today we're going to be talking to Carlos. So why don't you tell us your full name, what do you do for work, and kind of what you do here at church?
Sure. Hey guys, so my name is Carlos Palacios. I right now I'm working at Borns & Seafoods, and I hold the position of the GM, General Manager. For the position, I've been there for a couple years, and now with the new position, I've been there for I want to say 7 months. And at church, currently I'm the treasurer of the church, and I have been the treasurer for about 6 years. And I started attending church, I want to say like 8 years ago.
Cuando empezaste a servir en la iglesia, you were pretty young, right? Do you feel that it was hard for you, like because of your age, or como que te menospreciaban in a way for being younger, or that they looked at you maybe differently because you were younger? Or what struggles did you have because of that?
Yeah. So when I came, I was about 19 years old, and I came for a year. And then they had elections that year, and I remember that day. So estaban tratando de seleccionar el líder de los varones, y Dios quiso que fuera yo, porque pues es lo que yo digo, ¿verdad? Que Dios quiso que yo sirviera en ese ministerio. Así que yo tenía 19 años y era el líder de los varones. Entonces la mayoría de los varones en sus 40s, y yo era el líder, pero pues cuando dice la palabra del Señor de que si alguien no lo quiere hacer, pues siempre va a haber alguien, Dios va a levantar a alguien que lo haga. A veces el llamado es para otras personas, pero si esa persona no acepta el llamado, no quiere la bendición, Dios va a buscar quien lo haga, y como dice su palabra, si tú no le quieres alabar, las piedras le van a alabar, Entonces yo creo que Dios me usó en ese tiempo, para demostrar de que si uno quiere servir, ahí está la oportunidad.
One of the needs that I saw in our section, specifically for the youth, was revival. And it's kind of the idea of when I looked into what revival really was, it means to give life once again to something that was dead. What would you say revival is specifically to you, either in church, in your personal walk with God, in your home, at work? What do you think that word revival or having a relationship with God means to you?
Yo creo que cuando morimos espiritualmente es porque no estamos alimentando a nuestro espíritu ni nuestra alma, porque estamos enfocados en otras cosas, porque en realidad no conocemos a Dios. So, conocer a Dios es cuando miras a Dios, pues lo miras en circunstancias difíciles. Puedes ver, por ejemplo, cuando al final de la historia de Job, cuando Job pasa por todo lo malo, al final él dice: de oídas te había oído, pero hoy mis ojos te ven. Cuando Daniel fue tirado ahí a los leones, dice que vino el ángel, ¿verdad? Y tapó la boca de los leones. Entonces Daniel tuvo que estar ahí con los leones para poder ver a Dios. Muchas veces cuando somos jóvenes no lo buscamos porque pensamos de que no lo necesitamos, o no sabemos de que a veces en la soledad de que muchas veces los jóvenes tienen, o la inseguridad o la tristeza que muchas veces tienen, los llevan a hacer otras cosas que les trae como la satisfacción por un momento, como ya sea ir a fiestas, tomar, hacer drogas, cosas así. Te trae la satisfacción por un momento, pero después vuelve otra vez lo mismo. Entonces, lo que pasa ahí es de que están muertos espiritualmente, ¿no? Porque no están alimentando al espíritu, porque no conocen a Dios, no tienen la conexión. Yo pienso que tenemos que enfocarnos que los jóvenes en realidad conozcan a Dios, pero Dios nada más se va a revelar a alguien si tú lo buscas y si tú quieres. Mientras tú no quieras conocer a Dios, Él no va a llegar. Él está ahí, pero tú tienes que darle permiso. Open the door. Yeah. So God knocks your door and you gotta answer. And if you don't, He's not gonna go in. Even though he could, but He's not going to. So yo pienso que es parte de eso, de que los jóvenes tienen que buscar más a Dios y para tener ese revival, ¿no? Porque es lo que a mí me pasó también en mi vida personal. Yo tuve un momento también de que estuve muerto espiritualmente por bastante tiempo, por procesos de que yo he pasado. Pero al final del día, Dios ha estado ahí y su misericordia ha estado ahí y yo lo he conocido y yo he aprendido de que la única forma en que tú de verdad puedes ser feliz, la única forma en que puedes tener paz y que puedes estar tranquilo es tener una relación con Dios.
Amen. So one of the things that one of the reasons I brought you on is because of your education background. And kind of like what I was telling you the other day is my personal hope for the youth watching and for their families is to know that it's possible to become educated and to go to school and to continue, whether it's college or technical school, a trade, whatever it is. I want them to know that it's possible. So tell us a little bit about your education background. Kind of like which career path you chose and why you chose it.
Okay, so when I graduated high school in 2011, and I was working full-time, more than full-time, like 50 hours a week. And also I was going part-time to Skagit Valley College. I did my transfer degree, which is a two-year degree, sorry. But since I was doing it part-time, it took me like 4 years to do it because I was having long days. Usually I will start my day at 4:30 a.m., go to work at 5 or 5:30, and then work like 10, 12-hour shift. I will get out at 5 sometimes. I will go home and then, have dinner, shower, and then go to Skagit at 7 p.m. So from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. sometimes. And I will go home and go to sleep at 10:30 again, and then wake up at 4:30 the following day. So I did that, like many years, and I needed to do it because I needed to support my family, and I needed to support myself as well. So I was doing it, and even though it took me long to do my transfer, I never stopped. Because I always believed that I was able to do it, Like sometimes all it takes is to have faith and to see yourself. Basically, you have to imagine yourself, like getting that degree. Like you have to imagine it, because if you can't imagine it, you can't have it. So that helped me, like imagine it. Like I always imagine myself, with the gown. And walking up there and getting that degree. I always saw myself doing it and having the faith that I was gonna be able to do it. And no matter what came in my life, I never stopped, and I just kept going. And so I did Skagit for 4 years, and then after I was done with Skagit, I got transferred to Western Washington University, and there I chose a career. I chose a BA, which is manufacturing supply chain management, and I did that for 2 years and 1 quarter. And I was still working, 50 hours a week and going to the university full time. And it was those long days as well. I will, and yeah, sometimes, when I was going to the university, my classes were from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yeah, I was doing 4 classes. So, I was waking up at 5, going to work at 5:30, working from 5:30 to 9:30, and then, or sometimes 9 because I had to travel. I used to work in Mount Vernon, and I had to travel to Bellingham. I would start classes at 10 a.m. from 10 to 12, and then another one from 12 to 2, and then I will get a break from 2 to 4, and then my last class from 4 to 6. And then I will get home at 7, and then have dinner, shower, and then start doing homework at 9, from 9 to 1 a.m. So sometimes I did that for almost 2 years. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard because it was time consuming. And also, yo no hablo muy bien el inglés, es mi idioma, mi segundo idioma. Pero yo nunca dejé que eso fuera un impedimento para mí. Y todavía todavía lo sigo aprendiendo y todavía trato de seguir educándome y todo, pero a veces los niños que vienen inmigrantes como yo, que no sabíamos hablar nada de inglés, a veces eso miran como una dificultad, pero todo está en la mentalidad, todo está en que sí se puede, en echarle ganas, en la persistencia, en saber de que es temporal. El dolor es mental, es temporal, vas a pasar, solo es un tiempo. Entonces, yo tuve un proceso, mi proceso, cada quien es diferente, todos son diferentes. Hay unos niños de que empiezan bien temprano, se gradúan a los 22 años. Hay otros como yo, de que nos llevó 7 años terminar la licenciatura de 4. Hay otros de que regresan a los 28 años y terminan hasta los 33. Entonces, también es importante agarrar la educación, pero siempre saber de que todo es a su tiempo también, de que si no es para ti la escuela, porque muchos jóvenes dicen eso, no, la escuela no es para mí o no me gusta el sistema, pues está bien, pero siempre edúcate de otra forma.
For a lot of jóvenes, salieron de su senior year de high school este año. What's the pathway? What does it take? Where do you go for help?
Well, I think there's a lot of help, at the school, or there's a lot of counselors. I had a couple of good counselors that helped me out. I had 2 counselors at Skagit, and I also had 1 counselor at Western. And I think what it takes is just ask, just ask and look for the right people, and just ask for people that can show you the way, show you how to fill out this form, show you how can you fill out your application. Ask for someone that is willing to read your resume before you apply to any school. Because, to apply to the university, you need to fill out an application, you have to fill out an application with multiple questions, and you just have to fill it out. And if you're not sure about how to do it, there's people there. Literally, there's people getting paid to help you. A lot of people are there for your support. All it takes is just ask around, and that's what I did. I didn't know anyone, and I didn't know. I'm the first generation going to school. I'm the first generation going to college and graduating from college and graduating from a university, and I'm the first generation. No one told me what to do. What it takes is just ask. Ask and look for information. But also the other thing is financial aid. That's one of the main ones, the main struggles that students have. In my case, I was able to apply for scholarships, which I was, in my education at Skagit, I only paid for the first quarter, and then after the first quarter, I was able to qualify for scholarships, and I got scholarships, and I did my whole two-year degree on scholarships, so I didn't pay any money out of pocket. I was only paying for my meals basically. And also when I went to Western, I was able to apply for FAFSA. And when I apply for FAFSA, basically it's just free money without, you don't have to pay it back. So there's those options, and there's a lot of scholarships that students don't apply to. So all it takes is the willingness to apply and to fill out the application. Like for example, for the application at SkyJ, you know, it took me like 2 hours, you know, to fill it out. It only takes 1 hour. I'm slow, so I did it in 2 hours, right? But for those 2 hours, they gave me $2,500. You know, it was like $1,200 per hour. Who pays you $1,200 per hour? No one does. And there's a lot of programs too that they're helping all the migrant students. Some students that don't qualify for FAFSA qualify for WAFLA, which is a state help. So you got, if someone doesn't have the legal papers, right, they can qualify for that. And there's a special scholarships too for those that don't have the legal citizenship. So para todos los jóvenes que están escuchando o que van a escuchar, you know, like, sí se puede. Tenemos que seguir adelante, tenemos que educarnos, porque como nosotros como hispanos tenemos que tener una educación. En mi clase, cuando agarré mi carrera, que fue licenciatura, en mi licenciatura muchos en mis clases ya de nivel 400, yo era el único hispano básicamente y todos los demás son americanos. Entonces a mí me gustaría, ¿no?, de que en el futuro muchos de ustedes jóvenes lleguen, ¿no?, porque solo es cuestión de querer, de que si tú quieres sí lo puedes hacer, y siempre hay las formas en que tú puedas llegar. Si yo lo hice, ustedes también lo pueden hacer.